Hey guys, Greg with BTOD.com and the Learning Center. If you're interested in standing desks, we've already put out a ton of great content and we've got a lot more coming. I highly suggest that you subscribe down below for more. Now in this video, have you ever wondered what standing desk surface is the strongest? We did too, so we brought in some of our biggest competitors' surfaces, put them up against ours, and we're gonna see who's got the strongest surface. Before we go ahead and get started with our test, I just want to let everybody know what to expect, kind of how the test setup is, and then what the 5 different surfaces are that we brought in. So first, going over the surfaces, we have 2 surfaces from Fully. We've got their standard laminate, which is about 3/4 inches thick, 0.8 I think is what they say on their site. And then we have their bamboo, which is the same thickness. We have 2 surfaces from Uplift, and they're going to be their standard laminate and their inch thick bamboo. The laminate is about 1 inch thick as well. And then we have our own surface, which goes on the New Heights and the Vert Desk. It's an 1 inch and 1/8 thick laminate surface. So let's go through the test quick. Pretty straightforward, nothing too scientific here, but we wanted to keep things consistent. So you'll see, we've got a surface right now on the setup, 2 tables, both set at the same height. We've got the surface set 8 inches overhang here, 8 inches overhang here. There's nothing supporting the surface otherwise. We've got 2 75-pound dumbbells on this side, 2 50-pound dumbbells on this side. And then I've got the table marked right in the center so we know where to put those weights. The first thing we'll do is we'll be putting 150 pounds down, and we'll take the level and measure the gap that's created there from the actual bowing of the surface. After we get that measurement, we'll go ahead and we'll take the additional 100 pounds, set that on top of the 75-pound dumbbells and get the final measurement. And then we'll just go through the process doing that with all 5 different surfaces. Our first test that we're gonna perform is going to be on the Fully Jarvis bamboo surface. This surface is about 3/4 inch thick, or 0.8 inches is what they call it on their website. Just before we go ahead and start our test, I just want to talk about how we received this surface. The bamboo did come with a slight bow in it before we even started testing it. The laminate also came that way, so I'm not really sure if that has something to do with the thickness in the surface. It could, because the Uplift desk surfaces did not come bowed. But let's take a quick measurement just to know where our starting point is before we start putting weights on. And it's right at 3/32 of an inch. So now we're going to go ahead and start putting these 75-pound dumbbells on here. And so we have a total of 150 pounds on the surface. So we'll take our next measurement. And you can see I'm always taking the measurement off the middle to stay consistent. And this is going to be, it's right at 3/16 of an inch. So the bow did get greater when we added the 150 pounds. So we'll add the remaining 100 pounds. And take the final measurement. And here it is 5/16 for our final measurement. So that completes the testing for the Fully Jarvis bamboo surface. We'll now move on to our other surfaces. The next test we'll perform is on another Fully Jarvis surface. This is their laminate. It's the same thickness as the bamboo. It's about 3/4 inch thick. And then you can see here as we look at it, very much like that bamboo, as I had mentioned, it has a natural curve that came from shipping. So we're going to measure this one just like we did the bamboo. We'll start with a good baseline then. And it is exactly the same. Just double check here. Yeah, it's 3/30 seconds to start. So both of the fully Jarvis surfaces were exactly the same bend when they arrived. Now I'll go ahead and add these dumbbells. So with 150 pounds on the surface, we'll take our first measurement. And it is right at, it's about 5/16 is what I have with the 150 pounds. And we'll add the additional 100 pounds. And take our final measurement. And right now it's at 3/8 for our final measurement with 250 pounds on the fully Jarvis laminate surface. Next up will be the Uplift Bamboo. For this test, we're gonna be using the 1-inch thick bamboo from the Uplift Desk brand. Before we go ahead and start the test, I just wanna note that there is no bow in the surface, and we're ready to go ahead and add the 150 pounds in dumbbells. So our first measurement is 3/30 seconds. 3/30 seconds. And we'll go ahead and add the additional 100 pounds. And take our final measurement, which is 1/8 inch. So that concludes the test for the 1-inch thick bamboo surface for the Uplift Desk. For this test, we'll be using the 1-inch thick standard laminate from the Uplift Desk brand. Before we start, you can see again with the level on here, there is no gap in there, so it is a perfectly level surface to start. We're now ready to add the 150 pounds. And our first measurement will be 1/8 inch. And we'll add the 100 pounds. And take our final measurement. And the final measurement will be 5/16 for the laminate surface. So that completes the test for the 1-inch thick laminate from Uplift Desk. Our final test will be for our own 1 1/8 inch thick laminate surface. This surface is used on vert desk and New Heights desks. So before we go through the test, we'll just talk about the surface itself. It is perfectly flat. We've got the level on here, so we can go ahead and add the 150 pounds in dumbbells. So our first measurement will be it's right about 1/64. It's pretty slight. Then we'll go ahead and we'll add the additional 100 pounds. And take our final measurement. And the final measurement is 3 to 30 seconds for the vert desk and New Heights 1 1/8 inch thick laminate surface. If you'd like the full results of what is the strongest surface for my standing desk, please feel free to visit btod.com and hit the Learning Center link on the website. And again, if you thought this video was useful, we'd really appreciate if you hit that like button. And we've got a ton of more content coming out surrounding standing desks, so don't forget to hit subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching.